Alright, hello and welcome. It's gonna be probably a long tour, to be honest, of one of my... I see Dogmeat open the gate for me. One of my Fallout builds. Anyway, this is Starlight City, owned by the Minutemen. It is quite a large city, as it is deep within Minutemen territory. It does not get much... Um, there we go, Dogmeat. It gets plenty of permanent residents. It gets plenty of trade, but for the most part, the Brahmins pass through here, normally drop off and pick up items for trade, and move on. Most of the time, they're on their way to Diamond City or Sanctuary, as those are the much more central or hub or like end caps. You know, normally the destination. This is normally a stop along the way. But it has managed to grow quite a bit. This is also my personal lore world. Another thing as you make your way in, this place does not allow synths. It does not allow ghouls. Caravans are very welcome, but they will not go through the main gate. If you are as you notice, we also have working vehicles. It's part of our strength of our newfound empire. But anyway, as you make your way over, as a caravan, you will go through here, and you will dock, you will tie up your Brahmin, your horses, your whatever you have. You'll get some water and some food. As you can see, they can also have fresh containers ready for their, if you want to get any milk from them. And you can take your supplies straight into the city, or you can donate them. Well, not donate, but sell them to the other supplies of the city, the supplies that are owned by the city leadership. Now, the military in my universe is called the Minutemen, but the government is not the conventional Fallout lore government like the um, CPG, the Commonwealth Provisional Government. They are something else, which I'm still working on, so leave it at that. But as you can see, we have managed to get military vehicles up and running, upwards of armor, and we have a pretty good source of underground water supply. The walls get pretty high along this side to cover this cliff face, but still watched closely by several turrets and towers, including the main tower, which hubs our recruitment beacon and relay to talk to other settlements. But we'll come back to all of this side. As you can see, we're able to repair the roads here as well for our vehicles and settlements, caravan trades. Now, this will be the main entrance for people who are walking or bringing their supplies in for the Brahmin. As you can see, we have military police, calendar. Now, within Minutemen settlements, you do not bring your weapons unless if you are a guard or a soldier. So no weapons, you'll put them in here. Trust me, you will get them back. As long as you give them your name, your records, everything like that. and you'll be allowed in. First thing you're going to notice a lot of is security. We are very proud of our security and our flags. I'm making your way down the street. You can see a public bulletin board. If you take a right, you make your way into our community inn. Now, community inn is split as housing above, but you don't enter the housing from there. You'll get to that in a bit. This place is mostly built and set up by the city, but has recently been able to be more so run by residents. See, we have kitchen. Oh, my bad. And we have a little outfitter over there. Don't worry, clothes are freshly washed with 200-year-old soap. Plenty of tables. And even a table for diplomatic purposes. See, that is the flag of our government. That is just an entrance to the kitchen. We will get back. We go around. All right, just some mail and news. We are able to still print news. Speaking of which, make your way in here. This is our public newsroom, run entirely by the government. Now, Public Occurrences is still a operating newspaper. However, they do have to run their things through our transportation and distribution groups. Anyway, a little back alleyway here. If we continue on. Oh, he is standing in the crates. Hello, sir. I believe the new update might be breaking the doors. Unless if dog meat really is reaching all of them. Sorry about that. But either way, we have a little market here. It's where a lot of the trade happens between regular people. And right here is an on-site Minutemen clinic. We have a Minutemen staff member there. A lot more friendly than most. Let's see what this guy must be waiting. Able to give you plenty of chems. Got all this back in here. Examination setup. But it is the wasteland, so don't mess with our doctor. He's also armed. This is a little community farm. Little tool shed right here. Now, most of the cities will rely pretty much entirely on trade, but it is good to have some food within the walls. And as you've noticed, this settlement does not require outside sources for water. Now, here is the general store. A lot of people get just bits and bobs and everyday things here. It's pretty simple, pretty neat. Now, moving on. Again, our settlers do not like synths. We do not like ghouls. So this is synth detection services. They're pretty good for the most part because we run them. This is one of our MPs. As you can tell by the MP marking, he's a specialist in our army, and for the most part, this is all that he does. He sits here, he'll wait, take one at a time. It looks like it's been recently used. You'll go down there, they'll examine you, and the scanner will make that light flash green or red. If it flashes red, our trooper here will close the door and do a safe cleansing of the room, and then you'll be all fine and dandy. All fine and dandy. Nothing bad at all. A little washing station. And where we have a little strip market here. Little plaza, I guess you could say. And a little outside barbecue area. Looks like some people were playing maybe some caravan, maybe? Nah, just some poker. Yeah. Anyway, got a little darts in the corner. An old car frame from this place used to be a drive-in movie theater.
Yes.
You see a lot of people carrying melee weapons as you're unable to carry weapons of shooting potential within the walls. This is back through that alleyway, and right here is the back side of that inn. You can see the mail, and you go on up. We are leasing budget rooms, and here we are. It's our government flag. You have a little rec area. Now, it is cheap, let me tell you. Bare minimum, in fact. And that is for every one of these rooms. But would you rather be in the wasteland or out of harsh conditions with a roof over your head, some cheap food, and maybe even a job? I know where I'd want to be. Here we are, a little public restroom. Hey, it does stink in there. Got some showers for the men. Gravity flushers. Kind of a cool way we save power around here. And same here for the females.
Yes.
It does suck, but again, it's a lot better than out there. Most of these people haven't even heard of a shower. And here we are at the more expensive side of town. Not quite the most expensive, but does have a nice gym. Oh, some sneaking in a comic book. Books are heavily monitored around here. I wouldn't want to give anyone thinking a little bit too much. Want to make sure that they all understand who's in charge. We make our way into our local saloon here. Got our clerk. Make your way over here into the bar. We do reuse the bottles.
Yeah.
There's one of our Minutemen heroes. It's pretty claustrophobic little space here, but you get pretty used to it.
Yeah.
Food cooking over the fire here. Anyway, we'll make our way upstairs. Little laundry area. That's pretty fancy, if you ask me. Now these wastelanders do get their own bathroom and shower. Just some simple gravity flushers. And here's some of the rooms. This is our biggest room here. Bit of a family accommodation. make our way over here. See nice hallways and see another set of rooms. Oh, this guy might be into some things. Better close that up. Right here, you see non-occupied room, ready for someone to move in. A bit of tools and such. Ceiling's a little high, probably gets a little cold up there, but it's no big deal. Now, if we make our way over here, now made our way to that tower you saw earlier.
Yes.
A little bit of construction side. This is where most of the settlement was built from. Uh, see, is where a lot of the signs are made, posters, and all the such. Still got some timber laying around. Could always use some more though. This right here is that little loading door. And this right here is our military warehouse. This is for more select goods to be stored. And if we make our way over here, this is the other half. This is the better half. It is stopped by checkpoint though. Our guard will be stationed here normally. Currently we just have the guy up there. Side of the church here as well. And our main watchtower. Well, I guess it would be our second to main watchtower. Pretty big watchtower. It's got a nice view of the side of things, and as you can see pretty good into the town. Looks like our sniper up here has been doing real Lord's work. Pretty good shot. Anyway, before I move forward past the checkpoint, I want to take a quick step back and show you our main tower. So, if you were one of the guards stationed here, this is a restricted area just for you. It's just behind that kitchen. It's fenced off. This is where the weapons and ammo of the settlers are stored. If you make your way up, and up one more time, you'll make your way to the 24-hour radio service by one of our Minutemen soldiers here. That's right, I am the general. He does get pretty lonely, because he lives here. See, he's got his food over there. Little Special Forces handbook. Don't know what he thinks he is, but he is not getting another assignment. Anyway, see his radio and telephone. The telephone is for communicating within the settlement. See, he's playing solitaire again. Gets pretty bored. He's got a pretty decent view, including of the other side of the settlement. There's a spare uniform there, guess in case it rains or something. So we make our way down. Oh, knock that out of place. Go outside. Another beautiful Minutemen flag. Just over the main gate here, a little fire barrel. Keep everything warm.
Yes.
As you can see, this trooper here got a pretty unique weapon on his back. Anyway, Here's a actual good view. So of our soldiers here, not the military police, but the soldiers, they are part of the cavalry unit.
Yeah.
Uh, Cavalry unit wears yellow um, scarves to also signify it. Uh, they are in charge of the second armored unit of the Minutemen. The first armored unit is much heavier and located at a different location. But that's about all we have. Just the two armored units because we don't have that many armored vehicles. But anyway, you will see them one day, I'd imagine. So we make our way up the tower. Gotta be very careful around these corners. See the searchlight, making its round of the front section of the settlement. And you gotta go right up these rickety stairs. Make your way up here. Just on the other side of this, the radio dish. Right here is the recruitment beacon for those select frequencies. And here we have a sniper. He is not wearing the yellow sash. In
Yes.
fact, he's wearing a lot of unique sets of armor, you could say. Um, Most people don't come up here. Uh, he does not want to be relieved. We think that maybe there was something in his water.
Hey, John.
Maybe he suffered some radiation poisoning, but he prefers it up here. He's somewhat lost his mind, you could say. Wears
John.
raider armor and such. Keeps a lot of drugs next to him and comics and thinks everyone's a synth, really. Really, it's not even been attempted to try to relieve him. So, for the most part, we just leave him alone. Make sure he gets food every now and then.